Thank you for tuning in to the beautiful channel. I am your beautiful man. Today we will talk about the certifications of watches and organizations who issue them. Firstly, we need to clarify two concepts. A chronometer is a high-precision watch displaying seconds whose movement has been tested by an official and neutral organization according to the ISO 3159 standard. A chronograph is an additional mechanism used to measure the length of an event. Even though a chronograph can be used to measure a length of time, it can only be called a chronometer if it has obtained an official certificate. The official laboratories of the COSC control official Swiss Chronometer, verify some 1.8 million mechanical and quartz timekeeping instruments annually. The COSC is now the only organization in the world able to handle such a volume of pieces. Each certified chronometer is unique, identified by a number engraved on its movement and a certificate number issued by the COSC. Chronometric certification of wristwatches with a balanced spring is based on 7 criteria set by the ISO 3159 standard, all of which must be fully met. 1. Average daily rate. 2. Mean variation in rate. 3. Greatest variation in rates. 4. Difference between rates in horizontal and vertical positions. 5. Largest variation in rates. 6. Thermal variation. And 7. Rate resumption. Each piece examined daily for 14 to 20 days depending on the type of instrument. The checks performed by the COSC consist of static tests performed in the laboratory. Each individual movement or watch undergoes a battery of tests specific to each of the 4 types for several consecutive days in 5 positions: 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, dial up and dial down, and at 3 different temperatures: 8, 23, and 38 degrees Celsius. The tolerance of a chronometer with a movement over 20 mm is -4 to +6 seconds a day. COSC, as the largest certification organization, it is also trusted by many well-known brands. Movements were submitted to COSC for testing, then will be cased up and further tested in-house. The green seal accompanying every Rolex watch is a symbol of its status as a superlative chronometer. Here are some of the tests. The exclusive shock testing equipment submits the watch to an impact equivalent to 5000 G. Rolex watches have to pass more than 20 different drop tests before their launch. Every oyster watch is immersed in water and subjected to a pressure 10% greater than that found at the depth to which it is guaranteed, 25% more in the case of divers watches. A flurry of activity from a strange white robot behind a safety glass screen continues day and night. The robot is designed to simulate years of wear in a week. The high-technology control chain, exclusive to the brand, guarantees the precision of the watch to within -2 to +2 seconds per day, a tolerance specific to Rolex. When Omega introduced its METAS-approved testing and master chronometer in 2015, the Globemaster was the first watch to emerge. After being certified by the COSC, timepieces will then go through the 8 stringent METAS tests. Some of the steps are: movement and complete watch function test, strong magnetic tests on both movements and assembled watch heads, chronometric precision day-to-day on the wrist at 33 degrees Celsius and off the wrist at 23 degrees Celsius tests at 6 different positions, changing every 3 to 5 hours. Magnetic exposure. Compare the rate of 15,000 gauge fully magnetized with the demagnetized to ensure there are no impacts. Isochronism. Ensure keeping the right pace at both 100% and 33% power reserve. The last step is the water resistance and heat cold test. A similar test is also conducted by Rolex. The tolerance of a master chronometer is 0 to +5 seconds a day. Master Chronometer certification is developed by Omega and Metas. However, it is an open testing system for other brands to apply and achieve. Black-based ceramic by Tudor is one of the first examples. Users can register their timepieces within the app to view the specific statistics. We will continue to talk about other certifications of Swiss watchmaking which are applied by some of the top brands. Stay tuned.